Hello and welcome to today's strength workout focusing on the back, biceps and abs. My name is Niran and with me we have Rani on my left who will be taking you through all the scaled down version of the movements. And for all our regulars who are feeling confident to push yourself with great technique, you're going to be following Rahul who's on my right today. So ensure that you maintain great technique throughout. So in case you need to scale down, feel free. On that note, make sure you have a bottle of water and towel close by and let's begin with our warm-up. Are we good to go? Yeah? The first one is going to be something called the YT complex. For that, we're going to keep our hands in front with the thumb pointing up. From there, we're going to take the hand up in a Y. Don't keep it close to the ears, take it wider than shoulder. Then you come back in line with the shoulder and then take it out to a T. So we're going to keep switching between a Y and a T for 30 seconds. We will have 4 movements, 30 seconds each. And we're going to start with the first one now. Ready for this? Yep. We're going to start this in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. It's going to be the same for scaled up and scaled down. As in when we have options for both, I will keep you guys posted. Yeah. In the meanwhile, just make sure for this movement, you're keeping your chest up, look forward, and focus on lifting the hand up nice and high. Squeeze your shoulder blades in the back as you do this. Breathe out as you lift your hand up or out. You take your hand out for the T, and when you lift your hand up for the Y, this is when I'd like you to breathe out. A few more seconds there. And that's done. Excellent. The next one is going to be something called the Beast Position Renegade Rows. So what we do over here is we're going to go to the Beast position where our knee is directly below the hips. Palms are directly below your shoulder. From there, lift your knee just off the floor. This is for our scaled up athletes, knees just off the floor. From there, we'll get your hand to mid-rib, drop down. Then we get the other hand to mid-rib and drop down. Make sure to lift your elbow nice and high and come back down. For our scaled down athletes, what we'll be doing today is you're going to be on your knees. So we're going to a knee plank position. So drive your hip forward a little so you get to activate your core. Yeah, from there, you do the row with your knee down. So make sure to get your hand to mid-rib. Yeah, let's get to position. And let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Make sure to keep your back straight over here. For the guys doing the scaled up version, the knees off the floor. When you lift your hand up, make sure you're not turning your hips too much. That will be the same for our scaled down athletes as well. With your knee down, when you lift your hand up, make sure you're not turning your hip too much. There will be a weight shift that happens, but make sure you're not turning your hips too much, just to make sure that you kind of face the hips to the floor. A few more seconds. And that's done. Movement number 3 is going to be something called the back widows. For that, we're going to lie on our back. Scaled up version, you're going to keep your leg straight. Yeah? Elbow in line with your chest. From there, I want you to lift your upper body up by pressing your elbow into the floor. Yeah? Don't crunch, so don't use your abs to come up. Yeah? Want you to focus on squeezing the shoulder blade and lifting the chest up. We are not trying to come forward, you're lifting the chest up. For scaled down athletes, the hand movement will be the same. You're just going to bend your knee and ensure that you're pushing the elbows down, making it a little easier because of keeping the knees bent. Let's get to position. Elbow in line with the chest, not in line with the shoulder, okay? Hand up, and let's start in 3, 2, and 1, go. Just try and squeeze your shoulder blades in the back while you do this. So you got to feel that on the muscles in between your shoulder blades and your rear deltoid, just the back of the shoulders, yeah? Just lift the chest up as much as you can, just press your hand down. Breathe out as you do that. Remember, the focus is to come up, not forward. Yeah, your focus is to push your body up. Just pause there for a second as you go up. Squeeze the muscle, hold it there, and then release nice and easy. And that's done. The last one's going to be wood chops. For that, we're going to be standing up. Our feet are going to be slightly wider than hip. Yes, that's going to be a shoulder width. Now, for our regulars, what you do is One hand, both hands go to one side, and from there we go to the opposite side. Just imagine you're holding something and you're cutting across, yeah? So that's gonna be for our scaled up. So you go swoosh, and then you go the other side, and then you keep switching sides, yeah? Make sure to turn your leg as well to bring in that power. For our newer athletes, you're gonna skip the leg turning. You're just gonna go to partial squat and keep switching side, yeah? So let's get ready for this and start in 3, 2, and 1, go. Make sure you fully extend your hand so that way you squeeze your triceps at the end. And both versions, I'd like you all to focus on that little bit of a crunch as you finish, yeah? Even when you turn or when you're just doing a squat, get that little bit of a crunch to finish the movement. Bring in more power, elbows bent on top, and as you finish, elbows are fully extended. Done. Guys, in the main workout, now as I tell you all that, what I want you all to do is have a quick sip of water, yeah? Just make sure you're sipping water whenever you feel the need, yeah? Now, for our main workout, we're going to call this a giant set workout because we have 40 seconds work, 20-second transition time. So we'll be using the dumbbell for this routine. So movement number 1 is going to be your double arm dumbbell rows. For that, feet are going to be hip width apart. It's going to be the same for scaled up and scaled down. The weight will be the only difference. The scaled up will go slightly heavier, scaled down will do either without the weight or with a light weight where you can maintain technique, which I'm going to tell you all about now. Feet hip width apart. From there, knees are soft. Drive your hips back as much as possible, allowing your upper body to drop down. From there, your hands are on the outside, palms facing in. Bring your hand up to mid-rib, drop down nice and slow. Lift the elbows up as much as you can, squeeze the shoulder blades in the back and come down. While you come down, please don't round the back, okay? That's going to be movement number 1. Like I said, same for scaled up, scaled down. Please remember neutral spine. I'll tell you more when we get there. The second one is going to be the reverse snow angels. For that, we will keep the dumbbell aside. We're going to lie on our stomach. Now, hand is in the back. From here, we're going to be bringing your hand forward without touching the floor. And as we go back, we do the same. So keep your hand just off the floor throughout. Try to keep in line with the body. Come forward in line with the ears, and then we go back. For our scaled down athletes, what you can do is as you come down, you can drop the hand there, and while you come back, you can slightly bend the elbow and then extend it back. Yeah, as you come forward, keep your hand straight, drop your hand. As you go back, slight bend of the elbows and then extend out again. That makes it a little easier. Yep, that's movement number 2. Movement number 3 is going to be the dumbbell bicep curls double arm. So for that, you can hold the dumbbells on the side without using the leg like that. Yeah, just keep the knees soft, hands come up where your wrist is before the elbow. Don't let it pass the elbow. Come back down all the way and back up to full flexion of the elbow. After which, once again, same for scaled up and scaled down, you just choose a lighter weight. The next one is going to be your dumbbell waiter hold, 90 degrees on the elbow, and just stay over there with the shoulder blades pulled back. That's movement number 4. Movement number 5 will be lying toe touches. For that, we have 6 movements in total. I just have one more to tell you after this. For our scaled up athletes, here's what we do. We're going to alternate leg, just touch and back, touch and back, while our scaled down athletes, knees are bent, and we'll start off with a half crunch and a knee touch, okay? And the last movement is going to be the high plank to beast. Scaled up athletes, from your high plank, we walk into the beast with the knees close to the floor, and then we walk back out. Walk in, walk back out. Upper body remains right there. Our scaled down athletes, you'll be in the knee plank, and from the knee plank, you'll come into the beast, and then you go back into the knee plank. Yeah? Come up into the beast, and go back into your knee plank, and rest over here. Take a few extra seconds while you're in the knee plank. Okay? Are we ready for this? First one is going to be our double arm dumbbell row. So let's pick up those dumbbells, and let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Make sure you're driving your hips back as much as possible. Soften the knees. spine in neutral position. Don't look up and hurt your neck. Just look down so you can maintain that neutral spine. Shoulder blades pulled back throughout, maintaining that neutral position there. Make sure you're not dropping your shoulder blades down as you bring the dumbbell down. Shoulder blades need to remain in neutral. As you take your hand up, you squeeze the shoulder blades a little more and then you bring it back to neutral only. Don't slouch at the end, okay? Breathe out as you lift the dumbbell up. Slow down and that's done. 40 seconds done, 20-second breather. So we're going to keep the dumbbell down for 20 seconds. And the next one is going to be without the dumbbell. So we're going to keep the dumbbell aside and get ready for a reverse snow angels. 20 seconds is going to fly by. So let's get ready quick. Let's lie on our stomach. Keep your hands close to your hips. Palm facing down. And let's begin. For our scaled down athletes, watch what Rani is doing. Just bringing your hand forward straight, dropping it down so it eases off the tension, then elbows bent, and then extending back out. So we're working those same muscles, but we're kind of doing it slightly easier so you get familiar with the movement before you start to challenge yourself. While our scaled up athletes, watch what Raul's doing. There's no touching the hand down. There's going to be constant tension in the muscles around the shoulders. Yeah, you can feel that burn on the inside muscles. So your rotator cuffs over there. Few more seconds. Great work, guys, great work. It's an easy, and that's done. Well done. 20-second breather. How are you guys feeling? Yeah? Excellent. Guys, round one, we have 4 rounds today, okay? So round one, just understand the workout, and then round two, you can start to challenge yourself. The next one's going to be our dumbbell bicep curls double arm, so let's get ready for that. We're going to start with the dumbbells on the side and your palms facing you, not forward. Let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Go. As you get the dumbbell up, make sure your elbows are not coming forward. Keep the elbow in line with the body throughout the move. As you come up, do not allow it to come forward. Keep your elbows in line with the body and your shoulders back. Yeah, so that way you're going to really feel that tension on the biceps. Go nice and easy. Yeah? If you want to make it harder, I'll tell you what to do when you get to round 2 and 3. For now, just focus on that even tempo as you go up and the same tempo while you come down. Keep it controlled. Remember what I said in the beginning, if you need to scale down, please do that. Dumbbells down, take a 20-second break because the next one's going to really hit the biceps because we're going to be holding that isometric hold. So make sure, shake the hands off before we get there. Yeah, shake the hands off before we get there. Take a few seconds, stretch it out if you need to. You're going to see them also constantly doing that to make sure they're able to pull through the whole workout. Ready for this? Yeah? Let's get ready with the dumbbells and start our waiter's hold now. Palms are facing up, elbows at 90 degrees, shoulders pulled back, elbows in line with the body, okay? Just maintain that. Don't come up a little higher. That's going to make it slightly easier, and that's not what we want you all to do. You know, we're not going to make it easy for you at any point in time, yeah? You're going to see them challenge you also in between there. Just wait for that. Awesome work, guys. Well done, well done. And you thought holding was easy? No, it's not. Yeah, no, you're mistaken. Just hang in there, especially after the bicep curls when we got to hold, feel that tension. Yeah, that's going to help us with that muscular endurance. Slowly come down, nice and easy, and dumbbells down. The next one's going to be a lying toe touches. For that, let's quickly lie on our back. We're still in round number 1. Good so far? Yeah, biceps are with you? Yeah, awesome. Let's get ready for the next one. Let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Go. So for our scaled down athletes, watch what Rani is doing. She's going to lift her knee up at least till hip level, because what that's doing is when the knee comes in, that's adding a crunch. Yeah, that's making it a little more challenging than just lifting the knee off only. While our scaled up athletes, lift your leg up nice and high, try and keep your legs straight. There will be a light bend in knees, which is perfectly fine, but try and lift the shoulders up as much as you can to get that little extra crunch in. Breathe out as you come up. Whichever version you're doing, the scale down or the scale up, make sure you're breathing out as you lift the leg up. And that's done. The next one's going to be a high plank to beast. So let's get ready for that. And guys, whenever we have this 20-second breather, please feel free to grab water And for our newer athletes, even in that 40 second, if you're very new to these sessions, I'm only talking to the new athletes, okay, not the regulars right now, yeah? New athletes, only if you feel like, even in that 40 seconds, sip on water when you need to. Let's get ready and start in 3, 2, and 1, go. High plank to beast. Guys, no jumping over here. I want you to go nice and slow, yeah? Because when you go slow, it actually gets harder, yeah? It actually gets harder when you go slow. So make sure you're going nice and easy. Stay with them on the pace. Watch that pace that both of them are going. Nice and easy, yeah? Challenging, there's constant tension in the core. Pull your belly button in just a little bit and hang in there. Upper body should not be moving forward and back as you do this. Keep your upper body still. Excellent work. We've got a few more seconds there. Well done, guys. Well done. Great technique. And that's done. Awesome work. Guys feeling good after round 1? Yeah? Now is when, depending on how it felt in round 1, is when you start to push yourself now, yeah? Let's quickly get ready for that. We have a 30-second break rather than a 20-second after each round. But that 10 seconds is not going to make much of a difference, I must be honest with you all, yeah? But let's get ready, especially after we finish round 2. That 10 seconds is just going to fly by. Let's get ready for a dumbbell double arm row. So let's drive the hips back. Knees soft, drop the upper body down, try to get that paddle to the floor, and let's start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So here's what you got to do to challenge yourself further, yeah? Let the weight remain the same. The first thing that we'd like to see you do is to get your spine parallel to the floor, which means you drop your upper body down even more. So shoulder should come in line with your hips, and then when we have to pull, there's a whole different challenge over there. Just maintain that position. Keep your knees soft. You will feel that strain on the hamstring as well. And if you're feeling too much load on the lower back, make sure to stand up. Just release that a little. Just stand there for a few seconds, maybe 3 to 4 seconds, and then drop back down to do your next few reps. And that's done. Dumbbells aside, and we get ready for a reverse snow angels. Probably might have to keep that aside for the angels. Yep. Let's lie on the stomach. Let's get ready with our hands back and palm facing down. Palm facing down, and we start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of a challenge for our scaled down athletes. So what you can do is, since you're resting your hand when you come forward, now skip the bend of the elbow. Keep your hands straight throughout. Even when you go back, try and keep your hands straight. There you go. Rani showing you all there. So we come forward, you give it a bit of a breather, you drop the hands down. Allow the shoulders to just get a little bit of a rest for a second or 2 max, yeah? Scaled up athletes, sorry, I ain't giving you all an option, yeah? Stay with Rahul there, stay with Rahul there. You're gonna start to feel that lactic acid build up, yeah? You're gonna feel that lactic acid build up, just stay with it, try and push yourself, your last few seconds. And that's done, awesome. 20-second breather, and then we pick up the dumbbells for our dumbbell bicep curls. Remember, after the bicep curls, there's a waiter hold, so you don't be going too fast. You want to control that movement, because after that, you're going to hold that tension. Yeah? So make sure, stay in control of the movement throughout. Let's get ready with our dumbbells. We'll find a way to make it harder later. And let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Remember what I told you earlier, the dumbbell should not come in line with the elbow. It should not come in line. The dumbbell needs to be slightly ahead. That's why you need to pause. Just a full flexion of the elbow as much as you can. After that, it's only going to be the elbow coming forward. Yeah, that's not what we want to see. Just watch what both of them are doing, yeah? Watch that technique. They're stopping just before the elbow line, yeah? Maintaining all that tension into the biceps. Chest up, core braced, knees are soft, bringing in that power from the core as well. Breathe out as you come up. And that's done. Dumbbells down. Shake the hands off. For the next one, you got to really do that quick. Just do a quick stretch. Just do a quick stretch. You want to just lengthen that before you shorten it again and hold it, yeah? We call it the mirror muscles, yeah? It looks nice when we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. So let's get ready for that. Good to go? Yeah? Awesome. Let's pick up the dumbbells. And hands up. Elbows at 90 degrees and elbows in line with the body, yeah? Don't bring it forward. Don't take it back. That makes it easy, yeah? Especially when you start to fatigue, That's the first thing you do, is you start to move your elbows back, yeah? They're smiling as well because they know you're going to do that, yeah? So they're also looking at you just saying, no, stay with us. We're going through the pain and you're going to stay with them with the pain, yeah? You can see the nod, yeah? There's an approval from both of them there. Hang in there, guys, hang in there. Your forearms are going to start burning. Your biceps are definitely going to be burning, but that's the focus there. Keep your chest up. Just make sure to brace your core. That's going to help you a lot as you hold this. Chest up. Last few seconds. And that's done. Awesome. Done with the side. Quick stretch of the biceps. Quick stretch, because by the end of it, you don't want your hands to be like that. Yeah? So make sure you keep stretching your hands out. Make sure you keep stretching the hands out. You're going to see them do it as well, because they're working out with you and they're right now feeling the same pain as you. Let's get ready for the next one. That's going to be our lying toe touches. We're going to be lying on our back. And we're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work. Remember to breathe out as you come up. Breathe out as we come up. We are right now in round number 2 of 4. Well done. So guys, as you start to feel comfortable, what you can do for our scale down athletes, you can start to extend the leg that you're lifting, yeah? That's another way to start to challenge yourself, yeah? Another thing you can do is just maintain the same knee bend and try to lift your upper body up a little bit more, and that extra crunch in. For scaled up athletes, try to pick up the pace a little when you come up. When you go down slower, yeah? Go down slower, that makes it harder. And that's done. The last one for round number 2 is going to be the high plank to beast. Before we get there, just relax. We have 20 seconds, just shake the hands off. There's a lot of pressure on the hands when you do this. And the core, yeah? This one, the focus of here is the core. So when you're holding there, it's all core work. That's the only thing I want you to think about. Let's get to position and start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Great work, guys, great work. So what y'all can do for our scale down athletes to start to challenge yourself, what you can do is you can go to the high plank, and when you come forward, you can drop your knee down just for that variation, to drop your knee down when you come forward. But when you go back, go into the high plank. But what's the spine position and hip position that Rani is showing you all right now? I want you to maintain the same. Hips slightly below shoulder level. You can see Rahul and Rani maintaining that great position over there. Stay with them, guys, just stay with them. Last few seconds for round number 2. And that's done. But just make sure you walk in a little and focus on deep breaths and relax. But you just allow it to go down a few beats, but not all the way down. So let's start our stretches, yeah? While you guys catch your breath, I'm going to run you all through your first stretch. That's going to be called the seal pose, focusing on stretching the abs. For that, we're going to lie on our stomach. Going to keep our hand in line with the shoulder. From there, lift your chest up only, yeah, not the hip. Don't lift your hips off the floor, yeah. Keep your hips down on the floor. Just lift your chest up as much as you can. Look forward. Relax the shoulders. Yeah, just pull the shoulders down. Elbows are soft. Yeah? Let's get to position. And let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Guys, while you do your stretches, make sure your focus is in your breathing. So every few breaths, as you feel comfortable, I want you to try and deepen the stretch, yeah? And for this particular one, try and come up a little bit more without lifting your hips up, Elbow should be, in case you're resting your elbow like the both of them are showing you, make sure your elbow is directly below the shoulder. Slowly relax, slowly go down. Make sure you come off the stretch nice and easy. The next one's going to be the downward dog. For that, we're going to start in the high plank position. From there, lift your hips up nice and high. Bend your knee a little. When bending the knee, I want you to focus on pushing your hips up and driving your heel down. Once you've pushed your hips up and heel down, push your chest down as much as you can. Elbows fully extended and palms being pressed down. Your focus is to drive the hips up. Okay, let's get to that high plank position. Drive your hips up nice and high. Knees are slightly bent. Knees are slightly bent at the start. Later you can extend it if you feel comfortable. Hips up. Push the heel down. Extend the elbow fully. And now try and drop your chest towards the floor. Make sure you're not slipping. In case you are, just get your hands back more. Keep pressing your palm down. If you feel comfortable, extend your leg now. And slowly come out of it, come back to your high plank and relax. And the next one is going to be a child's pose lat stretch. Yeah? For a child's pose is when we sit back on the heel and hands are all the way forward, toes pushed out from there. Now, for the lat stretch, what we do is we move both hands towards any one side, but both elbows are fully extended. Yeah? Keep pushing the hips back and keep trying to walk the hands forward from there to feel a stretch in the lats. Yeah? Let's get to position. First, let's start off in the child's pose. From there, slowly walk both hands to any one side. And now keep walking the hand forward from there as you drive your hip down. Keep pushing the hip down. Now slightly walk your hand forward. Just try to deepen that stretch. Walk your hand forward a little bit more. Well done. Now slowly walk back to center and go the other side for 30 seconds. Make sure both hands are straight, hips are pushed back, hips are pushed back. Try and push your chest down a little bit more and walk your hands forward for the last few seconds. Deepen that stretch. And that's done. So they just sit up from there. The next one's going to be something called the saddle eagle pose. Yeah, that's focusing on the shoulder. Yeah, you can just sit back on your heel. From there, one hand comes up, the palm is facing away. From there, the opposite hand comes from down and try to get your fingers to your palm. Yeah, the focus of yours is to stretch the shoulder of the hand that is on top. So try to get the hand from down and turn your hand in and try to just get your fingers to your palm. In case you're not able to do that, it's perfectly fine. Just get your hand one behind the other and just try to pull the top hand towards the opposite shoulder. Yep. Let's try that. Make sure to get the hand from down and curl that up. We're just going to be doing 15 seconds each over here. The top hand, palm will be facing away. The bottom hand will come in. First, start off by just keeping your hand one behind the other. And as you're comfortable, you can get your finger to palm. Slowly come out of it. Slowly come out of it, and let's change side now. Get the opposite hand up. And then the other hand comes from down and give a little bit of a twist. To deepen the stretch, what you got to do is to the bottom hand, try and get it up a little higher. And that's done. Let's stand up for the last stretch. The last one's going to be the standing straddle. For that, we're going to get the legs wide till wherever you're slightly uncomfortable, yeah? Just a slight discomfort where you feel that light stretch in the inner thigh. And from there, drive your hips back as much as you can. Drop your hand down, or you could just stay here depending on your flexibility, yeah? Or drop the elbow down, all depends on your flexibility. Just drive the hips back, just reach down as much as you can and stay over there. You're going to hold that for 60 seconds. But while you're here, I want you to focus on driving the hips back. Focus on feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. Yeah? And as you go down, you will also feel that stretch a little on your lower back as well. The deeper muscle of the lower back to be more specific. Since we're holding this for 1 minute, after 30 seconds, if you feel comfortable, try to get your legs slightly wider, yeah? Slightly wider. Don't try to go too much too fast. Big focus on breathing. It's your last stretch, so make sure you feel relaxed by the end of this. Try and drop a little lower on the upper body as you feel comfortable. Got a few more seconds here to finish our 1 minute. Slowly come out of it now. Very, very slowly get your feet closed. Slowly come out of it. And we are done. Awesome work, guys. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Excellent work. Excellent work. Excellent effort, guys. Remember, after a workout like this, you got to make sure you eat right to recover those muscles. So make sure you add that protein into your diet on a regular basis. We have the veg and the non-veg sources. Yeah. So even for our vegetarians who feel you're probably deprived, you're not. We have different sources like spinach, we got the black beans, green beans, we got almonds, nuts, cottage cheese. There's so many different sources, so make sure you add that. Don't be fooled that non-veg is the only source. Even for our non-veg protein eaters, make sure you add that veg source as well. It gives you different vitamins and minerals, yeah? Ensure you eat healthy. Now, let's do our closing ritual, yeah? In 3, 2, 1, we'll be saying we are cult, yeah? In 3, 2, and 1, we are cult. See you all in the next session. Thank you.